What's up, witches? I'm Casey. Welcome to Bewitching Beauty. Before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment down below. Just keep in mind that when you do hit that like button, it really helps my channel, so if you would please go down there and smash it, I would really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. So today is a very exciting day. I am super stoked to be talking about the Raw Beauty Kristi X ColourPop collection. Of course, I will be doing some swatches and try-on of this palette, some of the Super Shock shadows from the collection, and also one of the lip glosses. It was the Glacier shade that I was able to snag. Didn't get everything, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. So if you want to see how I got this look, stick around. So as you guys heard, I will be reviewing the new ColourPop X Raw Beauty Kristi collection. I got almost all the items in the collection. Of course, I was 4 minutes late into logging in, and so, you know, I missed one of the lip glosses and all of the eyeliners because that's just my luck. I did get the palette, all 4 of the Super Shock shadows that she came out with, and then I did get one of the lip glosses, which is the one called Glacier. So I am going to go ahead and do some swatches of the palette and the Super Shock shadows, and then after that I am going to do a look using the At Forest Sight palette by Raw Beauty Kristi and ColourPop. So let's go ahead and jump into some swatches, and then we can do some makeup. Okay, so it is really hard to see these glittery swatches on camera, so I'm going to show you guys really quick what they look like on camera, but then I'm going to like drop my studio lights off and try and use the flashlight on my camera to see if we can pick up some of that glitter. Starting with this bottom shade, we have Mycelium, Like a Moss, Campfire, and Olympic. So those are swatches of the 4 Super Shock shadows from the collection. So next we're going to go ahead and jump into swatches of the At Forest Sight palette. This, of course, is what the palette looks like. It is absolutely beautiful. It's almost kind of like a muted neutral meets rainbow situation. As she noted in her video where she talked about releasing the palette, there are only these 2 shimmers right here because I think the mattes are really supposed to be complemented by those Super Shock shadows, which are incredible, of course. So let's go ahead and swatch some of these ones. So in the first row, we have Puffball, Chanterelle, Rainier, and Old Growth. In this next row, we have Evergreen, West Coast, Homegrown, and Amanita. So in this last row we have Fiddlehead, Emerald City, PNW, and Let It Rain. So this Let It Rain is a super pigmented black shadow with like a suspended orange glitter in it. Those are all the swatches of the At Forest Sight palette. As usual, I went ahead and did concealer and primers. I did my eyebrows, and I just put on a little bit of concealer on my eyelids as a primer for the eyeshadow, so I am super excited. We are going to go ahead and jump into the At Forest Sight palette. And sidebar, I absolutely love Raw Beauty Kristi. I mean, of course she'll never see this video, but if she does, I totally cried when she got pregnant, and she's just amazing, and I love her energy and her personality, and she's just fantastic. So if by some freak accident she ever sees this video, she's totally an inspiration for me. I am so glad I was able to support her by buying these products. So without further ado, let's get into this eye look. I am no good at a halo eye, and I think today I would like to really try to do a halo eye because so many of her photo shoots for this launch did a halo eye and she looked fantastic. So I am inspired to try one out myself. I'm going to go ahead and start in my crease with this yellow mustardy shade up here called Chanterelle. Next, I am going to go in with this shade right here called Emerald City, and I'm going to focus it on the inside of my eyelid and the outside of my eyelid because you want to create that empty space in the middle. Okay, so next I am going to use my fingers to tap into the shade right here called Evergreen, and I'm going to use that right down the center of my eyelid. Now right down the very center of that evergreen shade, I am going to use the Olympic Super Shock Shadow just to super emphasize that spotlight in the middle. I think that that is about as good as I'm gonna get it. So I'm gonna go ahead and move down to the bottom lash line. I'm gonna use the Emerald City and Evergreen shadows on the bottom lash line to kind of duplicate what I've got on the top. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off camera, add a liner and lashes, and I will be right back. And now I am gonna go ahead and jump into some face stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush palette. And I don't want to do anything too crazy, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this mauve shade right down here. Next for highlight, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Tribe Volume 3 highlighter. For my lips, I do want to use that lip gloss from the collection, but I'm going to go ahead and start with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Lip Liner in the shade Androgyny. Okay, so now over top of the lip liner, I am going to jump into that lip gloss in the shade Glacier. I'm going to go ahead and finish with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. So this is the finished look using the Raw Beauty Kristi X ColourPop collection, or as much of it as I could get my hands on. So my general thoughts, I love this palette. All of the colors seem to be really very pigmented based on my swatches. They performed really well on the eye. The two shimmers that are in this palette are beautiful. I mean, if you did not get the Super Shock shadows, these ones are still fantastic. Would highly recommend. I think their restock is coming up in a few weeks. If you can get your hands on it and you like the color story here as much as I do, I would highly recommend this. Of course, it is great formula. ColourPop almost always is. I can't remember a ColourPop palette that I have been genuinely disappointed in, actually, so I mean, I think you're safe as far as quality goes. The Super Shock shadows are stunning, like most Super Shock shadows are with ColourPop. I love this kind of tealy, greeny packaging that they went with, and for the tops of the lip glosses too. It's just really pretty, something really unique, so it would stand out in the rest of my Super Shock shadow collection. Again, these are fantastic. I really love the unique colors that they came up with for those shadows in the collection, so if you like the formula and those colors kind of speak to you, then I would highly recommend, because they work really well on the eye and are very unique colors that would be an awesome addition to whoever's collection. The last item was the Luxe Gloss from the collection. Have that really cute teal packaging that's different than the regular ColourPop items, and their lip gloss formula is just a little bit sticky. Like, it's not uncomfortable, but it definitely feels like a lip gloss. It's not like the Lunar Beauty formula where it's kind of closer to a lip oil feeling, super slick. So, you know, keep that in mind. But I did love this item also. So overall, my thoughts on the collection are would recommend, super excited to continue to use the palette, and maybe in the restock I can get the frickin' eyeliners. I really want them. I love the ColourPop gel eyeliner formula, so you know, you can't go wrong. ColourPop gel eyeliners, Raw Beauty Kristi. Yes. Yes. Before you go, do not forget to like right down there. Keep in mind, it really does help my channel. So please make sure that you like before you click out of this video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more awesome videos like this one with my crazy pink hair and my witchy vibes. And leave me a comment down below. Is this one of the ColourPop items that you just sort of passed up and moved on? Are you a fan of Raw Beauty Kristi? I love her. So there's that. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time, witches.